I'm Naomi Goodsir. I'm an Australian living in France, and I guess you call me a creator. First and foremost, I'm a milliner, so I make hats, design and make hats, working in conjunction with fashion designers for their shows and also for their collections. And I also design and make accessories such as bags, cuffs and chokers. And the perfume came about, I think, with my creative director, Renaud, because I'm now based in France. The perfume came about, the idea, about 4 years ago. We were thinking of it, and it took about 2 years to come to fruition. We've only been going we launched 4 months ago at Fragrance in September. With our 2 perfumes. And it came about as an extension of my universe. Renaud and I, who's the creative director, we wanted to show our interpretation of fine perfumery. And we live right near Grasse. And Renaud's been involved in the perfume industry for about 10 years. So it was quite a natural progression to go in that direction. So the perfume is an extension of my universe, and my universe is quite dark, even though I don't really look dark, but it's quite black and strong, and I use my hands a lot. It's very tactile. Making hats and bags is a lot of hand work. And so the perfume we think is quite tactile as well and quite textural. And the idea behind it is to focus on a raw material, a noble raw material, and create a perfume from that. The packaging itself is quite black, with the colour, which is a tobacco colour. I'm quite masculine, wearing a lot of ties. I enjoy vintage, and I don't take myself too seriously. And the package in the stand-up pouch is inspired by Bauhaus. The bottle itself is from the 1950s, just a very simple bottle from Grasse with a small black Bakelite cap, because I love Bakelite. I wear a lot of Bakelite, and I use Bakelite for my hats and also for my purses. And the ticket is very, very simple, but the main thing is about the perfume, so simplicity. There are 2 perfumes. We launched with 2 perfumes. The first was a Cuir Velours, which is a textured, very gentle, almost a velvety leather that sort of gently encases the skin, and it has cistus ladanium, rum, fleur de mortal. With a bit of tonka beans, and we chose the leather because I work with a lot of leather, hats and bags, and so that was the inspiration for Cuir Velours. Bois de Seize, well, that's basically it's an incense. It's based around the material of an incense, and it's quite spiritual, which I think I am. Quite spiritual, and I also used to own a little church in the bush in Australia, 1920s, very small timber church, and that was partly the inspiration for Bois de Seize. So inside Bois de Seize, it's Somalian incense, cisladanium again, whiskey, cadwood, oak wood, oak moss, and it's a warm, smoky fuming. It's a very warm incense, which kind of reminds me of the church that I had, and the bush, and a campfire at night. because I love the country. The third perfume that's on the way is based on the raw material tuberose. So it's a beautiful perfume. We're trying to create perfumes not only just based on a raw material but also genderless, so they can be enjoyed by both men and women, because I enjoy the masculinity of dressing, and we're trying to find that balance, if there is a balance, but they're not for anyone in particular. Anyone who likes them, but they're quite strong. So they're not for everyone, and probably they won't be everywhere. We just want to do it with the same passion and sensibility of what we're creating with accessories. So just with the same amount of energy and heart.